I brought the best out my guy over there, though.
Stephen A., the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
Thank you, Molly.
Welcome to the team again. For any new audience,
Man,
we're so
Stephen A.
lucky
did
to
that
have
thing
you.
up. This weekend, Molly?
Yeah.
Stephen A. the man.
Why?
Stephen A. hooked it up. I don't care what they say about him at the barbershop. Boy, that's a lie.
All right. We'll get to that. I think we got some footage of that.
By the way, just first of all, you look nice yourself.
Thank you.
Secondly, y'all very sharp brothers. Thirdly, it don't matter what the motivation is that brings you out, only that you're capable of coming out.
Hey, do your
I'm
thing,
just
man.
saying.
You capable.
I love when you give us those gems.
I'm capable.
How about them Cowboys pitching a shutout on Sunday Night Football at MetLife Stadium? Their fifth straight win over the G-Men New York could not get out of their own way. This is coming from a Giants fan and got stomped 40-0. This Cowboys defense contributed in the scoring column, looking like the real deal. Just ask Micah Parsons.
I think the sky's the limit for this defense, even for this team. We're really scratching the surface. I said going there, we really all learn how to play together. We know how each other play. And, I mean, it's going to be a scary year.
Only thing we do is go out there and play the game, you know. So if y'all feel like the statement was made, go ahead and put that mug on, you know, the front page, big letters, you know, bold letters, you know. But I definitely feel like we did our job, you know, to the maximum of our ability, and feel like we can still learn and get better from it.
Shannon Sharpe. Did the Cowboys put the league on notice?
No, because the Giants are who I thought they were. I have never bought into the Giants this offseason. I don't care how much you pay Daniel Jones. He is what he is. And I think they overvalued him based on what he did in that playoff game against Minnesota. And we know what Minnesota was defensively. They weren't very good. They normally like to get in shootouts. But when your defense gives you 7 sacks, 2 INTs, a pick 6, a blocked field goal, 5 forced fumbles, allow 0 points, Odiggy Zua, Dorrance Armstrong both have 2 sacks, relentless pressure, and without a running game, Daniel Jones is incapable of just standing back there in the pocket. Now, last night, I don't believe any quarterback could have withstood what the Cowboys put up defensively. But I don't like to put a whole lot into one game, Ryan. It's one game. We got 16 more of these things to go. But do I believe the Cowboys are this good? Defensively, they might. But if you look at them offensively, they only really put together one drive. That was the start of the second half. They got spotted 14 points. You get spotted 14 points, you should be based on what you're playing up against. But I'm not going to say that the Cowboys are just work. Were they as impressive as the 49ers? Do you see what the 49ers did? Yeah. They went on the road and did a demolition job on your team. So the Giants are. oh yeah. Shot fired. I'm throwing everything from. Whoa! And I'm not even hiding my hand. The Cowboys, I think, will win. Honestly, we're gonna get this later. I think the Cowboys will win this division. But I'm not. Oh man, the NFL is on notice. You see what the Cowboys did? Nah, did you see that stinker in the rain? I'm glad it rained last night because it pushed all that poop down because that's what the Giants did last night.
Boy, I see what happens when you get on here with the private jet boys, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, when you step out in Boulder, Colorado in the private jets together, you kind of get one brain. Absolutely, the Dallas Cowboys put the entire league on notice. Throughout the offseason, every time I came on this show, I said they could be the best defense in the entire NFL. And nothing about last night disproves that. You are right, Shannon. Without a running game, Daniel Jones is not a drop-back quarterback. But you got to stop the run. Last I checked, Saquon Barkley was the 2nd overall pick of the draft.
Yeah.
He did go for over 1,300 last year. That's why you go out and you get Mozzie Smith from Michigan in the 1st round. You don't make the sexy pick because you know if we get you behind the sticks and we allow DeMarcus Lawrence, we allow Micah Parsons to get after the quarterback, they are virtually unblockable. And what I loved about what this defense did last night, there's a guy named Marquise Bell. Guess what? I ain't learned his name till last night. It's a dude named Wanye Thomas. The only Wanye I know was down on bended knee.
Boys
right? They have so many different packages they can run at you defensively. And what did they used to do, y'all? Oh man, we can't throw it at Trayvon Diggs. Let's go to the other side. Please do. Right? It's a future Hall of Famer and Stephon Gilmore playing on that other side. What Dan Quinn did last night in moving Micah Parsons around and changing the different personnel groupings and continuing to pressure Daniel Jones was impressive. But the most impressive thing to me was this. Late in that game, maybe 9 minutes left, you're up 40-0. Trayvon Diggs gives up a slant. He doesn't just allow Isaiah Hodgins to continue running. He doesn't let someone else tackle him. He follows him, he chases him, he punches the ball out. There's a level of excellence that is expected from this team now. And I believe it starts with Dan Quinn, it's passed down to Micah Parsons, and everyone has raised their play. This team, and I picked them, I'm going to say this, I picked them last week. The Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Now that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. I'll give that to you. You know,
he had the improv tonight, Steve. He had the improv tonight. Yeah, 2 shows.
It's
cool. 2 shows on it.
Listen, this is what he does. This is what he does. And I understand it. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys won a game last night. It's the first game of the regular season. They romped the Dallas Cowboys. What have I been saying all offseason long that had you so insulted as a Giants fan and everything? What did I say about the Giants? Saquon Barkley and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
That's all it was, okay? Ain't worry about them. There's no surprise that we want to clap. You want to give them a round of applause? Let me tell you something right now. So I went into my bag of stats because I wanted to look from an historical perspective because I knew what the Cowboys were going to do. You know, one of my boys, my college buddies, Mark Turner, he's a diehard Dallas fan. He went to the Dallas Cowboy games. Rain soaked, the rare time he gets out of the house. His wife allowed him to get out of the house. That's what he does. So it's a big moment for him. I get all of that. Omar Epps, the actor, this brother just texted me talking about how about them Cowboys. You see, I could find these brothers all the time. I get it. I understand it. Here's what I want to throw out. Ryan Clark, do you know that when it comes to the Cowboys defense became the first team since the 72-74 Pittsburgh Steelers to lead the NFL in takeaways in consecutive seasons coming into this season? Did you know that? But that was the steel curtain. They got 4 Super Bowls. we ain't seen that.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed
to say amen. That's all I'm doing.
Can I get an amen? The point that I'm trying to make.
I'm a dang atheist today.
Here's my point, man. Last in pass completions, last in completion percentage. Going into this season, all I've said, because remember, we saw the boys in Vegas. You know, they were recovering. We were all concussed after what we saw Terrence Crawford do to Errol Spence. And the Dallas Cowboys who flew in to see him. You saw Micah Parsons. You saw how depressed he was. You saw Jerry Jones just ran out. We ain't never seen Jerry Jones leave Vegas that fast. That's how bad it was. Okay, that was bad, right? We saw Trayvon Diggs and all that stuff. You know, the man was there. And we saw an abundance of Dallas Cowboys looking depressed. But they came up and they talked to me about the defense. No surprise. We know they're going to be elite. And then when you bring up Dak Prescott, he gonna be all right. But they nervous. Because no matter how great they are, they can't do but so much for him. So you go ahead and you proclaim what they're going to do. It's just a setup. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna start up the season in the right, appropriate way and put me on the jib because I like this saying. I look great, really good. Damn, I look fly right now. Here's the deal, y'all. Be patient. They won't let you down. The defense is real. Gilmore makes them even more formidable. So does Trayvon Diggs. But Dak Prescott's got to come to the rescue. And you know deep down he ain't going to do it.
Right.
Just be patient. But wait.
Let me ask you this.
It's coming.
The mark of any great offense or defense, can you get done what you need to get done when you have to have it? Yeah. Do you remember the last 2 years against the 49ers?
Yep.
The defense gave up 19 points, and both, if I'm not mistaken, both 19 and maybe 23. Gave up 19 points, 23 points. What did the offense do? So you keep saying because you know it's something, no matter how great you are defensively, you will have a couple of games to stumble. You just hope they're not in the playoffs and your offense can carry you through.
Well, so here's the difference in what I've seen from not necessarily just Dak Prescott, but the NFC. The NFC isn't stacked with these Hall of Fame quarterbacks like it used to be. Right now, if we're looking at the NFC, we say Jalen Hurts is the guy, right? And we saw him do that for 1 year. Brock Purdy, who I think is a really good player, and he's perfect for what Kyle Shanahan wants to do. But it's still Brock Purdy. Dak Prescott, you're not asking Dak Prescott to win the MVP. You're asking him just be at your best when we need you to be at your best.
But if the game is on the line, do you trust him?
I do.
That's what
I
we're
do.
getting at.
What evidence do you have? Can you put that evidence on the table that shows you that you can trust Dak?
Hey, listen, didn't y'all say y'all was going to church?
Yes.
You know what they say about faith? It's the evidence of things not seen. I ain't got to see it.
But hold on.
I ain't got to see it.
You just said you were atheist today.
You
just said you said that a couple minutes ago.
Hey, you know Christians flip-flop.
God said,
I'm the only one on the set that went to church yesterday.
Hold on. God says, hey, believe me and I'll show you. Stephen, they are men. Show me and we'll believe. We have not been shown, therefore I cannot believe.
Right, but this is the thing, y'all.
Walk by faith, not by sight.
No, that's what he say. He didn't say that. God said that. I'm talking about Ryan Clark. I'm talking about Ryan Clark.
So when you look at Dak Prescott,
yes.
you guys are taking the draw, not being able to spike the ball and get the field goal 2 years ago. The 2 interceptions last year. Dak Prescott is not going to be the turnover-prone quarterback he was last year. They have made changes in talking to Mike McCarthy. It's not just about running the football. It's about running the football efficiently and getting into the play-action pass. You mentioned the completion percentage. Not only was it storming outside, there were 2 drops by tight ends. Right? And there was a ball that goes through C.D. Lamb's hands in the end zone. Right? It's about context. But it's also about the context of footballs bouncing off of people's chests.
All I'm trying to say is, have we not seen those things from time to time in the sunshine when there was no rain?
Yes.
Yes, we have. So
I said yes, Shannon.
So why you bringing up the rain?
I'm gonna tell you
so
what.
Why you bringing up the rain? And I'm gonna tell you this.
This is turning into second take because all y'all is one brain.
No. It's not that. It's just that when it comes to the Cowboys, we're clearly right about this. That's all it is. I mean, we're gonna deal with 15 different topics.
I thought he would be able to understand Cowboys and Cowboys fans because it's the same way LeBron fans act.
No, they're not.
And that's all he do all year anyway.
How many titles do LeBron have to win in the last 10 years?
We don't have time for LeBron. We don't have time for LeBron right now.
He got 4, Cowboys got 5.
Largest shutout in Cowboys.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.